Good evening, you're watching the 7 o'clock English news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Sultanate and China signed cooperation agreement on exchanging expertise in the media fields. And the Oman American Business Center's value-added seminar discusses the changes in the tax law. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. Exchanging expertise in the media fields between the Sultanate and China was the most important objective of the cooperation agreement signed in the Chinese capital, Beijing, represented by the Ministry of Information and Information Office at the State Council in China. The agreement states that the two sides will work to establish a joint mechanism to exchange expertise and views on media policies, organization and planning, including journalism, publications, radio broadcasting, films and television, in addition to cooperation to establish a mechanism to develop performance of correspondence during media coverage. The agreement also included the cooperation of both sides in programs, joint media coverage, development of economic, cultural and local news and other activities in the media means of both countries. The agreement was signed from the Omani side by His Excellency Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour Al-Ahsani, Minister of Information, and from the Chinese side by His Excellency Xu Lian, Director of Information Office at the Chinese State Council. The Chief Executive Officer of Oman Airports said that the number of passengers at Muscat International Airport will reach 16 million passengers this year. He added the airport ranked 24th globally compared to 74th last year after the inauguration of the new airport. He also pointed out that the new offices for airline companies were established at Muscat, Salalah and Sohar airports. The Chief Executive Officer of Small and Medium Enterprises Fund stressed that there is a qualitative leap for the development of these enterprises through the establishment of the Oman Academy for Small and Medium Enterprises Development, in addition to plans and programs drawn by the fund to train cadres from universities and colleges to work in their sector. He added that the fund provides financial loans with low interest, guidance and technical support and training. A number of wastewater projects will be implemented in the Wilaya of Boshar in the Governorate of Muscat and Wilaya of Sohar in the Governorate of North Baltona at a cost of more than 75 million Omani Riyals. This was announced by Engineer Hussein bin Hassan Abdul Hussein, Chief Executive Officer of Haya Water Company. He said that the company had completed the preparation of main plan for regional governorates to be approved by the Ministry of Finance by the end of the year. The Oman American Business Center, OABC, in collaboration with Ernst & Young, hosted a value-added tax seminar to discuss the changes in the tax law and help prepare companies in the Sultanate to be VAT ready. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
Oman American Business Center, OABC, in partnership with Ernst & Young, EY, held a seminar to discuss and provide insights on the importance of preparing businesses for the value-added tax VAT, the project that will be implemented in the near future in the Sultanate.
This event is very important to the business community here because they're looking at the neighboring countries who had to implement the same tax. And they're thinking, wow, that came quick. We talked about it for a long time, but then when it came quick. And they know, every business knows they need to get prepared. So as the Oman American Business Center, We thought, what do our members need this year? They need a seminar on at least thinking about getting prepared for this huge change.
Among the attendees were OABC members and SMEs and business owners. The speakers shared their expertise while advising the participants on the challenges that companies face to become VAT compliant.
One thing which I would really like to compliment the Oman government is, not to have hurried and not to have rushed into implementing VAT in Oman. There was a framework agreement that was signed between all the 6 GCC states, which actually set out what the provisions of value-added taxes will be. So UAE and KSA have gone ahead with VAT, and the taxpayers there, the challenges that they have faced, particularly at the time of registration, and then following that, at the time of, filing their returns and then collecting the taxes and paying it.
During the seminar, experts explained various ways and methods on how businesses can ensure they are VAT ready. They shared a number of strategies regarding VAT implementations, including recommendations for managing VAT compliance, addressing tax costs, and how to avoid some of the pitfalls faced by other businesses elsewhere in the GCC. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Salih bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
15 companies won the award for the best Omani companies in terms of performance for the financial year 2017. The honoring ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Rashid bin Al-Safi Al-Huraybi, Chairman of the Tender Board. The competition was organized by the Economy and Business World magazine. It witnessed the participation of 65 joint stock companies and aimed to develop the performance of companies and enhance its competitive capabilities. City Camera News Bulletin. Hain Qabt in the Wilaya Wadama Watain is considered a well-known destination for adventurers. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The delegation of the Special Economic Zone Authority at Duqm during these visits to Japan got acquainted with the Japanese experience in the field of small cities establishments. This visit came within the promotional company's campaign to invest in Duqm, organized by the authority in Japan that includes both Tokyo and Osaka cities, that aims to shed light on the Japanese small cities as well as the development witnessed by Kashiwa City during the past years and plans to further develop the city until 2030. The delegation also were introduced to the systems and technologies used in these cities and ways to use the environment in the city facilities and services. Oman oil price November 2018 delivery reached $76.64 per barrel. According to Dubai Mercantile Exchange, Oman oil rose by 36 cents. The average price of Oman oil September 2018 delivery reached $73.17 per barrel, versus 44 cents lower than the price of August 2018 delivery. At the University of Nizwa, the Plant and Animal Research Unit plays a vital role in studying the types of snakes that spread in the Sultanate, governorates, thus contributing to its conservation from extinction. The center retains more than 20 species of snakes, including 9 species classified as poisonous snakes, and researchers are conducting studies to produce anti-venom from these snakes. Our reporter Saleh bin Khafan Rahbi visited the center and made the following report.
In the Plant and Animal Resource Unit of the Natural and Medical Sciences Research Center at the University of Nizwa, a number of specialized researchers spend long hours to study and identify the characteristics of a large group of snakes that can be seen throughout the various governorates of the Sultanate.
The biomedical lab concerns for the first time the venomics, or the production of antivenom from the snakes available in Oman for 2 purposes: the production of antivenom, as well as exploring the venom for treatment of various diseases.
The center provides services of great importance to researchers, students, and physicians through studies related to snake control, production of antivenom, and the use of venom compounds produced by these snakes for medical purposes.
We have different applications for this museum or this facility. One of the reasons is to also produce antivenom in the future. Also, this venom itself, it contains different components or compounds, including proteins, enzymes, and toxins, which also may have potential in different medical applications.
In Oman, we have about 21 to 22 species of snakes, out of which 9 are very venomous, means they are poisonous. These 9 species have strong venom. And out of the 9 species, 7 of them belong to the family Viperidae, which is the viper family. And then we have 1 Arabian cobra species, and then we have 1 mole viper, or it's called the burrowing asp, which is found in the Dhofar region. The rest of the snakes in Oman are non-venomous.
The environment provided for the various snakes that have been collected simulates the real habitat in which these snakes live, which gives researchers an opportunity to study their behavioral pattern and methods of reproduction. Indeed, maintaining these species of snakes is very important to create balance in the Omani wildlife and nature. From Nizwa University, Saleh bin Khalfan Rahbi, Ad-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
Passing through mountainous slopes in the wilaya of Dam al-Ta'in in the Governorate of North Sharqiya, Ain Qabt is considered a well-known destination for adventurers. The area is distinguished by water ponds and huge mountains. The area has a pond with turquoise color water located behind one of the villages in the wilaya, which can be reached in around 30 minutes by foot. The adventurers visiting the place urge all the visitors to keep the area clean so as to preserve its natural beauty. Now for the general focus around the Sultanate, partly cloudy skies prevail over the coastal areas of the governorate of Dhofar and its nearby mountains with chances of intermittent drizzle. The rest of the Sultanate will have clear skies with chances of cloud accumulations and rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Low clouds and fog late at night and early morning are expected over the coast of the Arabian Sea and the Sea of Oman. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate and seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we tonight's bulletin, the main points once again. The Sultan and China signed cooperation agreement on exchanging expertise in the media fields. And the Oman American Business Center's Value Added Seminar discusses the changes in the tax law. And with that, come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom in the studios. Good night.